Hello everybody, and welcome to another one of those videos where I talk about updates on Dwarf Fortress coming from Toady1 and KitFox. We have another routine patch. I guess this is the normal now. Every other week or so, we seem to be getting an update. A lot of these are just small bug fixes, as well as minimal quality of life updates. But honestly, I think this is where Dwarf Fortress needs to be. However, before we dive in, there's something I would like to spotlight. Over the past few weeks, NoClip Video has been releasing their Dwarf Fortress documentary. This is something that's been in the works for several years now. All of the documentaries on NoClip's YouTube channel are completely crowdfunded and advertiser-free. A number of years ago, back in 2019, they released a short interview at GDC featuring Tarn Adams. To this day, it's one of NoClip's most successful videos. And since then, there's been talk about them doing a documentary on Dwarf Fortress. Well, it's finally releasing. If you haven't seen it yet, once you've watched this video to the end, I encourage you to go take a look and give these episodes a view. At the time of recording, the first 3 episodes are public, with one more releasing within the week. And while I don't want to brag too much, I do want to say that some of the gameplay footage that you'll see in the 4-part series were recorded by me, as well as some of the recorded footage I use in my videos. See if you spot any forts you recognize. And here's a little tidbit. That's my old microphone. Anyway, enough of the side tangent, let's dive into the patch notes. For 51.09 Fortress Mode, a lot of bug fixes here, and kind of tweaks to dwarven behavior. They've stopped dwarves from using forbidden and uncompleted coffins for burial. Essentially, if you've placed a coffin that hasn't been constructed yet, the body won't be buried first, meaning you won't have that issue of the skeleton sprite being the one that remains instead of the coffin sprite. It's a nice patch for clarity, and I'm happy that this has made it in. They've made it clearer when assigning hunting and mining and chopping labors to dwarves. Essentially, dwarves are not able to have multiples of these jobs assigned, causing them to pick up a pickaxe and then realize that they want to go hunting actually, and then they drop the pickaxe and pick up a crossbow, and then decide they want to go wood cutting actually, and then drop the crossbow and pick up a battle axe to go cut wood, and then they decide they want to go mining actually. This was one of those sources of infinite job repeats, and it's good that it's now harder to do that. Or even better, if it's completely impossible now. Previously, when you would reclaim a fortress, there was a chance that lava would overflow. Essentially, the game would give it a different layer that it would try to raise to. This could cause uncontrollable overflowing in cavern magma features as well as volcanoes. While personally I will miss this bug as I found it a lot of fun in previous fortresses, it was rather game-breaking, and it's a good thing that it's being removed. That being said, could we at some point maybe see actual lava overflows? You know, maybe on some sort of schedule or timer? Just like as a feature instead of a bug. I would love to see that. Regardless, this is a good fix. Probably my favorite fix of this patch is they've stopped unretired forts from automatically being marked as capitals, making it impossible for you to actually go through the process of getting a baron and becoming the capital of a fortress. Between this and the previous fix from a couple patches ago, stopping unhoused nobles from randomly appearing, I have to say I'm very, very happy with the state of the Mountain Home journey in Dwarf Fortress. Reordering manager work orders no longer causes display issues in the workshop view sheet. This means that they wouldn't appear out of order and being worked on in order and now are reordered when you reorder them in the manager screen. I know that sounds confusing, but trust me, it's better clarity. You can now set pressure plates to include 0 depth for water and magma. Previously, there had to be either yes or no water on the pressure plate. Essentially, you can now set a pressure plate to activate when something drains. So if you're trying to build a water holding space and then you drain it, you could have a drawbridge automatically close when the water empties. A useful feature if you ask me. The squad scroll bar is now responsive to clicks. I've been wanting this since I noticed it didn't respond to clicks. Happy to see that. They fixed custom difficulty settings for irritation in the embark screen. So it used to be if you would embark on a Untamed Wilds and you would adjust the difficulty settings on the embark screen, it would just reset them upon embark. But now that is no longer the case. Random improvements are no longer applied instantly to fort-made crafts. Simply put, you could sort of infinitely add a single gem to a craft before, but you can't do that anymore. And they fixed a typo on the squad equipment assignment screen. I never noticed it, so I don't even know where that was. Some additional patches for this version also include an adventure mode fix. Adventure mode respects manual disabling of sound in the init file. If you go into the game file settings and you turn off sound, it will now actually respect that. And the general updates, and this is a big one, which I'll talk about in a second, which is they fixed pathing overflow errors in very large or twisty forts, essentially causing dwarves to short circuit and then not move. Have you ever seen a dwarf just like doing some sort of task and then just stand there and not move? Well, that's what this is fixing, supposedly. However, for me, it actually caused my game to completely freeze, and then Putnam fixed it. And there's a hotfix out now, so if you're running into freezing issues with this, that should be fixed now. I have a little video that I'm working on the side that should be out at some point this week, where I talk about how the game broke because of this and how Putnam found the fix for it. Should be a fun little side thing. Keep an eye out. A lot of people have started playing Dwarf Fortress in the past few weeks, partly because of the Down the Rabbit Hole release, talking about Boat Murdered, and also due to the double sales that we had, from the spring sale and then the Builder's sale. And combine that with the NoClip documentary releasing, it's been kind of a big week for Dwarf Fortress. A lot of new people have jumped on the ship. So, to those of you who've been here for a while, what are your thoughts of the current state of Dwarf Fortress? Are you happy with the pace of patches? Are they addressing things that you are concerned with? In the last news video, I asked you to complain about things that you would like to see fixed. Let's do that again. Let's keep this a regular feedback loop of things that you would like to see coming to Dwarf Fortress. Quality of life things especially, bugs that you've run into, or things that appear to be bugs. And if you are looking through the comments section and you spot somebody who needs help with something, go help them out. Respond to them. Let's get a conversation going. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you in the next one. And remember, arm okay.